Hi everyone, welcome back to another day in the life vlog. Today's Friday, which marks the end of this just dramatic week. It's been awful. Yeah, it's been crazy, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has been.
Yeah. Haven't enjoyed this week, but glad it's Friday. Glad we can have a nice rest over the weekend and get back up to a new normal, I would say, because we're not going to get back to normal anytime soon. But you know, there's things to do. There's cleaning jobs. We can get somewhere. And next week, nothing's going on. Like today, I'm expecting a roofer to do the measuring up. So basically, what happened was the roofer came round for a survey and to measure up, and he was like, right, I can't measure any of this because I need quite exact measurements, whereas windows and door people don't. They just make windows and doors fit in the area. So they can be off by like a bit, but a roof cannot be off at all. So because he couldn't get correct measurements, he was like, I'm going to have to take the measurements when all the windows and doors are fitted, and then put a rush on the roof manufacture because it hasn't even been made yet. So yeah, he's coming today first thing. Well, he said first thing. It's like 9:30 now, so it's not exactly first thing, is it? But he'll be here soon. He's a really nice bloke, actually, really like talkative, and he explains everything, and yeah, just a really skilled man, which I like because I like to know how things work. I'm like desperate to know how they're gonna do these things, and he's the type that will tell you. So he's on his way probably by now, and yeah, gonna have a roof measured. Terrible. Me and Mark yesterday, that was the funniest thing. It was so stressful, but it was so funny because it was so windy that if any of us let go of an area of the tarp, it just went in the air, and I thought we were gonna like lose it and have to chase down the street for it. It was so bad. And then it was like, I don't know, it was like the Chuckle Brothers with swearing, because I was like swearing a lot. Our neighbours must think we're crackers. Yeah. But it stayed put.
In that situation, they would understand.
Oh yeah, I think they were like, I get this. We understand. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to do the other side later, so that's hopefully not as windy and rainy. It was pouring down as well. Yeah. And then by the time we got it up, it stopped raining.
Oh my god, of course it did.
Yeah. But then it was going dark, so we couldn't have done anything anyway, so never mind, it stayed put. We're going to do the other side. Mark's going to get some more bungee things, because they are really working to keep it put. Because we were like stapling it and stuff and like screwing it to the wall. That wasn't working very well, because the wind was so heavy that it was like pulling it off basically. So yeah, it wasn't ideal to staple it or anything. So we're going to do the other side later. I mean, it's not going to be watertight. No way. No way in hell. But it's going to prevent most of the water from getting in. Anyway, it's a beautiful day today. It's sunny. It's all dried out in there. It's great. I'm just worried. There's lots of storms on the way. And living without a roof in a storm, not great. The kitchen feels like an ice box.
Yeah,
it just basically feels like outside. Yeah. And obviously really drafty because it's coming through and just like hitting you through the cracks and stuff. So yeah, it's cold in there. Every time I go in, I have to wear a jacket. So it's not a nice place to be. We're just shutting the door to the kitchen and only using it when we have to.
When we have to.
The back room's holding up all right in terms of warmth.
Yeah, it's a little bit cold, but not as cold.
It's yeah, it's actually fairly warm in there, so happy days. Why don't you put a jacket on if you're cold? All of us shivering.
I'm not that cold.
Put a jumper
I
on.
shiver.
Why are you wearing a t-shirt in this freezing cold house? I'm wearing a jumper dress.
I'm not that cold. I just
To keep me
shiver
warm.
sometimes.
So Oliver's got his tutor today as well, so I'm going to do a bit of tidying up, cleaning, get in that room, the back room, nice and cosy.
And a
Workspace. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. So meeting with the roofer and learning something new from him because he's really talkative. And the tutor will be here. So that's the plan for today.
Yeah.
Might go out for dinner if Mark is home early. Are you going to Grandad's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of living in this bomb site.
Yeah.
Oliver's going to Grandad's. So yeah, that's the plan. Anything else that we've got planned today? No. So I'll speak to you later when I've got something more to tell you. Hi everyone. Oliver's had his tutor lesson now. He enjoyed it. He just focused on English today and was learning all about the witches.
And the witches, yes.
And doing some sort of essay question, exam
Yeah.
question.
Like, exactly.
I am wrapped up warm because it's bloody freezing. It is. It's like cold.
My
It's a
feet
lovely
feel
day
like
though.
icicles, like God. They are cold.
It's a nice day. The sun's out. It's nice sitting over there in the sun. You warm up quite a lot. We're just a big ice cube, basically. Right. Yeah. So, just gonna go pick up Alfie in a minute,
Oh yeah.
and then pick up Oscar. And my roofer still hasn't come to measure up. So unless he's doing it after his day's work instead of before, I don't know. God, it's gone dark. The camera just went all dark. Anyway, go get Alfie. I'll see you in a bit. So I did the school run. I'm sat here with Oscar. He's playing his game. So I'm just chilling with Oscar basically. And Oliver's popped
Hello.
down now. He's gonna plan something.
Yeah.
Lesson plan something about Hitler or something.
How Hitler got.
Where's the remote for the telly to turn it down just a little touch? Because when we're playing we turn it down a little bit, and then when we watch something we turn it up. Is it under those cushions? Oh no, it's here. I found it.
Don't turn it down.
I'm just turning it down just a touch. There we go. Right, yeah, so yeah, I'm just sat here with Oscar. I've mopped the floor for, God, it must be, oh God, it must be at least 16 times this week, possibly more. It's
Yeah.
crazy how many times I've mopped that floor, because oh yeah, it's just constantly just dust keeps settling on it, and then lots of like bits are falling from like just old plaster and stuff are falling off, and it's just yeah, I'm sweeping and then it's making a mess of the place with red brick dust basically. So yeah, a lot of cleaning, and same goes for the wiping of the surfaces. That's been a constant thing. I only have to leave it a couple of hours and then the dust settles on it. But it's been much better over the last couple of days because not much has been going on building wise. The roof is coming tomorrow morning now, which is a pain in the bum, because every day that goes by is an extra day that I don't have a roof. So yeah, as soon as he puts the order in, it's about 2 weeks wait for it to be made. So he should have come last Wednesday when they fit the windows and doors, and then it would have been on order already. Not too pleased really. So like they've just been like, oh yeah, it's fine, just leave her without a roof for 2 weeks. I mean, I agreed to that, but I didn't. I agreed for them to measure on the same day as the windows and doors getting put up. That's what I agreed to, not almost a week after. So yeah, by the end of it, we would have lived without a roof for like 4 weeks. That's no good, is it? And it's freezing in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cold.
Well, it's not cold in here.
Well,
it's
not
cold in the
here,
kitchen.
but
It's actually like properly cold in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's freezing in the kitchen.
Anyway, my vlog's just come out. We're on Friday. Did I tell you we were on Friday? I did, didn't I? It's been exactly a week since all this business started. So we got through the first week. The next couple of weeks are going to be dead quiet. Nothing's going to be going on. Mark's going to do a few bits in there. We've got a hole in the floor. I'll show you that later. He'll be filling that with concrete. We might start taking the render off the wall. You know that blue wall in the sunroom? That's actually like render rather than plaster. So he might start removing that because it's a kind of a messy job, that. So yeah, he might be doing the bottom bit of it, just so then we can get a head start. So then when all this job's finished, we can start to level the floor. So we might get quotes for that in this 2 weeks as well. That'll be useful, wouldn't it? And also, can't really get a kitchen quote, not a proper one. I could get a few kitchen quotes with some measurements that I already have from the old kitchen, because usually kitchen companies just come round and measure again anyway. So yeah, I also want to look at flooring options. Any ideas? There's three things that I want to ask you. One, what are your thoughts on keeping the boys' bedroom window white and the extension like that grey colour? I personally like that. I like it when people do something different for their extensions, but other people have like, that looks odd and it should be the same colour. I was going to change it with the same company at the same time, but then I decided they are fairly new windows, so I might just paint them. So that's the first question: would you paint that bedroom window? Because it's white currently and the extension windows are like grey. Next question, what was I going to ask them? I've forgotten now. What was I going to ask? Would you have a tap that boils water so then you wouldn't have to have a kettle out on the top? They're quite expensive, but are they worth it, or are they just a pain in the bum? Next question. There was a third question. Oh, what sort of floor? I'm really struggling with what sort of floor to put in there. What colour floor? I want a kitchen that's white, like the whitest white tops. And I'm struggling to what colour to put on the floor, or should I put tiles on the floor? I'm starting to sway towards tiling it, like a dark colour. I was going to go for wood, but I think wood would be just too much in that big space. Or would tiles be too cold? See, I don't know what I'm doing. I've got this room that now I need to furnish and stuff, and I've all washed out on the camera. Just let me know. I'm washed out. I don't know what's happened to the colour balance thing. Oh, there I am. I'm back. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what would look good. Hi everyone. The kids have gone to Grandad's. I think Alfie's coming back though. He's just gone to see him. Take the boys to see Grandad. And Maisie. I miss Maisie. I want to see Maisie. I want Maisie to come back actually. I did think, can we survive just taking a... sorry, I shouldn't have started a job before. I'm going to sit down, hang on. Yeah, I did consider bringing Maisie home for a while. Just while we're waiting for the roof, but it would mean that we'd have to carry her out, post her over the gates for her to go out for a wee and stuff, and then pick her up and then bring her back in again. It's not ideal. She's having a good time at Grandad's, I guess, but I miss her. I do miss her. Yeah, so they've gone to Grandad's house, which is good. Don't know what's for tea tonight. I have no idea. Don't have anything really to eat in the fridge. Actually, nothing to eat in the fridge, to be fair. Got a few bits in the freezer, but I don't know. Might have a takeaway again. Just all I've been eating really is takeaways. Although I did, yeah, no, I have. I've done some air fryer meals and stuff like that. But it just feels just a bit excessive, the amount of takeaways. Even though I've only had like 2 this week or something. I think it's been 2. Yeah. This will be the 3rd one though. Yeah. So, I don't know what to say. I'm tired. It's Friday. What a mad week it's been. It's just been weird. A weird week. I was actually going to tell you something. That's the reason why I picked up the camera. Completely forgotten what I was going to say to you. I'm going to edit the vlog, I know that. I got up to go get my computer to edit. Look at the state of what Oscar's left. I'm going to have to get the Hoover out before it gets too late. Hang on. Look, all that popcorn everywhere. No wonder we have mice. Oh, God. I have to get the Hoover out before it goes too late to Hoover. Bear with me. Right, so that's all hoovered up. Oops. Getting my computer for the vlog. I'm a little bit behind with editing, really. I need to edit yesterday's vlog and today's, actually, and then I'm ahead. Bloody missed a bit, but I'm just going to pick that up by hand. I'm not messing now. So I will start editing, and I will see you in a bit. I love it when the scouts come round to collect for food banks. They've just come now. Really cute little lads. They were like, do you have any food for the food bank? And I was like, I do. Because my cupboards are like bulging with food and I need the extra space at the minute. So I was like, take it all. And yeah, it's much better than waiting for the kids to have a food bank thing in the school, or putting it in a box and waiting till it fills up, if you know what I mean. So yeah, the scouts have just been round. I'll have another knock in a minute. Alfie's friend's a scout and he wasn't in that group, and I bet you he will come and say, hi, have you got any food? And he did last time anyway. I just kept getting knocks on the door from like the kids' friends and stuff. Yeah, the kids have never done scouts. They've never been interested in it. I don't know if Oscar might be interested in it. I doubt it. Yeah, Oliver really just didn't like it. He's not a very sociable person. And Alfie, no, he was never interested in it really. He's like, doesn't like to go out in the evenings and stuff. He likes to chill out at home. We'll ask Oscar though. I don't think I've ever asked him. I was never one of those brownie people. Is it the brownies? There was something else that was a girl one. Can't remember. Never one of them myself. I wasn't very sociable, just like Oliver. So I've come to sit in here to edit because my charger's plugged in down there. So I've come to sit in here. It's really cold. The temperature has taken a turn for the worst, and it's not ideal when you've just got a board, wood board there. It's pretty cold in this room now. Just the kitchen is freezing. Like, you might as well be outside if you're standing in that kitchen. But in here it was sort of keeping warm. And now the temperature has dropped. So I'm freezing. I've got a little fire down here. I'm considering plugging it in to warm up this room a little bit. So this is the setup. I've got some Chinese, which I'm going to have to save because Mark chose chippy tonight. So I got just a normal fried rice and some chicken and some sauces. But Mark chose chippy from the chippy Chinese round the corner. And Alfie also chose a chippy tea. These plates are freezing. I have to heat my meal up because putting food on them. They are like ice cold. Anyway, yeah, just my normal Chinese. I'm editing at the same time, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to sit here, edit and eat, and Mark is still full of cold. So I'm going to have to put this in the fridge, this chicken, and eat it tomorrow for lunch.
Mark's got man flu.
Mark's got man flu. Hi everyone. I have finished tea a while back, actually, a couple of hours ago. It was nice. I'm still editing. I talked to my dad on the phone for like 50 minutes or something, and now I'm getting back to editing. So yeah, I had my tea, it was good. I saved half of it because I couldn't eat it all. And yeah, so I'm just sat here editing the vlog, and that's all I'm doing. So I'm going to leave the vlog here for today, and I will see you again tomorrow for another one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.